Your people only need three things, and I don't care if I'm talking to someone who does $2 million a year. They need growth for their retirement money or just because they like their money to grow. They need tax savings, or they need income, or they need all three. And I've had people say that's so basic. I say, okay, tell me what you think. And they'll say it in a different way. But they need wealth. Yeah, sure, wealth, that's growth. They need wealth, they need to grow. So what I'm saying to you is three basic areas. If you can sit with a client and find out within 5 minutes what they need. They need growth, they need income, they need tax advantage, or maybe they need all three. Okay? That's what you need to find out. And this will make you fine-tuned. More income, more growth, less tax. Oh, and insurance needs. They also may need insurance needs. And again, are you closing? Do not think that you're so talented in your presentation that all you have to do is tell them how wonderful this product is and then wait for them to say, I've got to have it. Doesn't happen. Just like if you went to the doctor and said, you have this infected hand, it's all swollen and red, and he says, okay, well, take care, and you leave. You don't say, hey, give me something, I need an antibiotic. You need to tell them what it is you recommend. Most people get all the way up to the altar and they don't close the deal. You need to close the deal. Customer surveys reveal, recent 5,000 household survey, that people would rather do business with their bank or credit union. 66 say consolidating financial affairs is important. That means they would like to do all their business in one location. These are actual statistics that have been proven. 40% would change institutions to do so. In other words, if you get somebody that comes in and has a big account at your competitor, but you can win that business, they would prefer to move and have everything in one place. So it's not national, not regional, and it holds steady in the middle upscale and all markets. People want to do business in one place. Convenient trumps loyalty now. A lot of you think, well, we have our clients, they're not going anywhere. I'll tell you what, when they call Farmers or State Farm to get their car insurance renewed, guess what? Hey, we'd like to tell you about our IRA program, our Roth IRAs, and our savings accounts. They have everything. They have everything, and they're looking for your clients. So don't underestimate the power of the competition that's out there. So, you have fixed annuities. You know about those, right? Don't think they are boring. They're very boring, but you know what? If somebody's in a financial institution, I bet you a dime to a dollar, they have one. When we see people from the wirehouses, they shy away from fixed annuities. They let them go down the street and buy it somewhere else. Don't shy away from fixed annuity business. It's the same thing as a CD without the tax implication. And they're not sexy, and they're not a whole lot of fun, and you're going to tie their money up, but if you don't do it, someone else will. The risk of setting dollar minimums. This kills me. I only take people with $250,000. How about you? Any minimums in here? Please. Who's going to give a perfect stranger $100,000, $200,000, $300,000? Now, eventually, you can work yourself to that level, but that's a very high level. Because I don't know about you, but you want to give a person maybe 10% of what you have to see how they're going to work with you, to see what they can do, to see if the relationship feels right. Nobody's going to come up with all that money. So when I see brokers and I see them in other institutions say, I only take $250 or more, well, good luck. Good luck. Send the rest our way. Over here, we'll take care of it. Importance of professional growth. Always learn. If you just learn one thing today in any talk that you've heard or any presentation that you've been attending, you've made headway today. One thing. One new thing today, because you really need to grow professionally. And again, people get very stale in this industry. There's always change. Read investment. Read registered rep. Read bank investment rep. They're made for you. They're short articles. They're not real lengthy. Go on websites, and if you don't understand a product, go sneak to another website where they tell you about those products and kind of bone up, get comfortable with what it is you're trying to learn, because a lot of the big websites, the E-Trades, Ameritrade, Schwab, they will teach you about these products in a very concise way because they're treating you like the client. So you learn how to sell that way. Constant growth. And again, capture your market share. I guarantee if you're not closing, somebody else is closing your business. They want your clients. You're in a bank. These are your competitors right now. This is your competition. Allstate, Farmers, Morgan Stanley, every single one of these companies offer mortgages, loans, car loans, everything. Everything that you offer. So the minute they step out of there, if they get a call from their farmer's agent to renew their car insurance, guess what? They're being asked about their investments. Keep your business in your own house. Don't send your business down the street. What do they offer? They offer the same things that you offer. Almost every one of those companies offer everything that's on this list, which I will not bore you by reading, but that's what it is. Mentoring, partnerships, platforms, and assistance. Be a mentor. Anybody here have assistant? Have an assistant? You do. Okay, be a mentor to that person. Develop that person. You're the only one? Well, after today you'll all need assistants, okay? Promise. So what you need to do is make sure you develop that person. We just talked about this in another meeting across the way. The worst thing to do is just let them sit and push paper and hope they understand what to do. You really need to be a mentor, but you also need to be that for your branch. Half the people in your branch probably don't know what it is you do. So you need to teach them and train them and coach them about what it is you do. Here's what often happens in our industry. Senior management is supportive but uninvolved. But they know there's a program, and they obviously say, good, we want a program, we want the revenue. But middle management is squeezed to death. Managers roll their eyes. Oh, they're bringing another program. Oh, they're bringing on health insurance. Oh, my goodness. It's hard for them. They have so much on their plate. Does everybody agree with that? But the frontline support staff is resistant. They don't want any more to do than they already have to do. So what does it involve? It involves teaching them, training them, coaching them, and tell them why they want to have those things, why they want to offer investments. Because they all love their customers and clients and members if you're a credit union. They like those people. They want to keep them happy. Well, you can convince them that you're going to keep them happy by offering full service to them. And I'm a big part of that because I can bring investments to the table for your clients. Anyway, again, training. Ask for opportunities to work with your branch, your staff, and to help them understand what it is you do. So, dedicate time to your bank team. In your time blocking every week, put one block where you're going to give them an hour. If they don't let you do training or coaching in the branch, then go on one-on-one. And thank them for their referrals. And tell them, if you'd like to sit in on a session when I'm doing a sale, you're welcome to. Ask the client if it's okay. Offer them time to understand what it is you do. Offer a helping hand. 1989, 1990, I was sitting in a bank branch. You know what I was doing from 4 to 5 after the door closed? I was using the 10 key tabulating their tapes. That's when they were still doing everything, online. You're adding up the checks at the end of the day. I would offer to do that just to help them out. Guaranteed 5-6 more referrals from that person because I was helping them, they were helping me. When people say to me, I'm not getting enough referrals, I say, well, how many referrals are you giving? What do you mean? How many are you giving back? You see loans, you see things that people need. You quid pro quo. You give to them, they give back to you. All right. Communicate on referrals. Big thing. They give you 10 referrals, they never hear anything. You thought they were great referrals, but they don't know that. So then they think they've offended you or they've taken too much of your time and they've given you duds. Communicate. Gee, those were great referrals. If they're not great referrals, you need to tell them that too and say, gee, I do need people with money to invest. It helps if they have some money. And it also helps if they're willing to sit down. I mean, once in a while you'll hear somebody say, I don't know why I'm sitting here, but Jeff asked me to sit with you. Obviously, you need to communicate because that's time wasted and time is money, right? Okay. So again, refer back to others. We talked about that. If they refer to you, you refer to them. Offer training and consistent feedback. They may say no the first time. Well, that doesn't mean you don't go back a couple weeks later and say, gee, I heard some great things at this conference. I really think a lot of them might even work for your staff. Can I have 15 minutes at your meeting? Be a beggar. Don't be too proud to beg and ask for that time because you need to get in front of that staff. We used to do crazy things. I went in one day at 4 in the morning into the branch with quiche, bacon, kind of pre-cooked, and coffee, and put lace tablecloths on and crystal glasses and china and served breakfast to my branch because they hit their goal. And they never forgot that. To this day, if I run into someone at a conference, they'll say, oh, I remember that time you had that breakfast for us. So you'd be amazed at how unusual things, thinking outside the box type thank yous will really go very far.